Joining us now, a very special guest, Gokul Chaudhri, the President of Tax at Deloitte India. Thanks, Mr. Chaudhri, very much for being with us. One of the key messages by the Finance Minister was around tax buoyancy, where we have been seeing a rise in tax revenues, as well as the number of taxpayers. Is this part of a continuing trend?
I mean, if we look at the pattern here, this year we have got close to 10 to 12% greater revenues than what we got the previous year. And then if you look at the projection that they're doing for the next year, they're again projecting 12 to 13% growth in tax revenues. Now, of course, there is an inflationary effect that takes place in the economy, but that's about 6-7%, which is the impact of inflation impacting every part of the collection. But there is a buoyancy beyond that is happening. Now, that's also illustrated by something that the government started building upon some years ago, which was to try and increase the base. So, if you recollect, in 2013, we had about 30 million taxpayers. Today, we've got nearly 75 million taxpayers. Now, what that is doing is it's leading to greater collection. And B, if you look at this year, our surge in tax collection is putting our personal tax collection even higher than corporate taxes. We are seeing the buoyancy happening in GST, where, of course, there's a greater stabilization of the system. We are seeing the increase in the tax base for personal income tax leading to nearly 12 to 13% growth. And then, of course, corporate taxes has been able to keep the momentum in spite of the fact that there was a phase of lowering the taxes over a period of time so that we get to a more competitive global rate of about 25% corporate taxes.
Okay, Mr. Chaudhri, the Finance Minister announced creating a corpus of 1 lakh crore for innovation funding. Do you foresee any tax incentives being reintroduced to further incentivize research and innovation, particularly in sunrise sectors, and what will it really mean for India?
So I think the important piece is, is the fact that at a certain point of time, they used only tax as a lever to try and incentivize R&D in this country. So they brought in a patent box, for example, a few years ago, and it really didn't have too much of uptake because tax is an outcome once you do get the R&D activities up and rolling, and that was not taking off because of the stress on capital funding for R&D per se. So in some sense, this initiative is like introducing a PLI for R&D. Just the way they brought in a production-linked incentive for manufacturing in key sectors, now they're saying, why can't we take the same approach of trying to fund the financing of R&D in this country and innovation in this country? Give it a long lead, give it financial support. Is India unique in this? No, I think some of the other emerging economies are also similarly doing it. Because, somewhere the economic benefit of R&D taking off in a country and innovation happening in a country is multifold. It has an impact on variety of economic activities thereafter. So I think it's money well spent to incentivize both the startup ecosystem. It's money well spent to be able to get some of the tech innovation done, specifically when India wants to be at the forefront of space technologies. It wants to be at the forefront of AI. So I think getting this piece done is an important one. But of course, the devil will be in the detail as we'll see it unfolding.